Welcome to Math Invent. In this video, I am going to discuss the questions from the chapter Points Topology. These questions here were asked from CSIRNet 2019 December session. So let's get started. The first question here is asking about let X is a subset of R be an infinite countable bounded subset of R. Which of the following statements is true? So what is given here is X is a subset of R. Next, it is given that it is infinite. Third, it is given countable. And lastly, it is bounded. So, which of the following statements is true? X cannot be compact. So, let us take an example. So, let X be 1 by n, where n is belonging to natural numbers, union 0. So, this set here X is infinite. Clearly, capital N means natural number is infinite. So, this set X is infinite. It is countable since it is isomorphic to capital N, and it is bounded. Its lower bound is 0 and upper bound is 1. So, X cannot be compact. Compact. So, let us first check the first option. Compact in R means it is bounded and closed. So clearly it is bounded since it is bounded by 0 and 1. And in case of closed, this set here 1 by n belongs to capital N. It has only limit point 0 and this limit point also belonging to the set X. So X here is compact. So option 1 is false. Let us take a look at option 2. X contains an interior point. Suppose X contains an interior point. So what does it mean? It means that X contains an interval. So this implies X contains an interval, and this is not a trivial interval, this is a non-trivial interval. Since in case of interior point, what do we mean by interior point? Suppose A is an interior point of X, then there will be an interval containing A which will be contained in the set capital X. So X must contain an interval. So intervals are uncountable. But here it is given that X is countable. So which is a contradiction. So this case is also false. Let us now check option 3. X may be closed. So here the option we have taken, here X is closed since its only limit point 0 is belonging to the set capital X. So this is a true option, and this is a part B question. So it has only one correct option. Let us also check option 4. Closure of X is countable. Let us take X as 0, 1 closed interval intersection Q. Since Q is countable, rational numbers, so 0, 1 intersection Q will also be countable. So it satisfies all these conditions. It is infinite, it is countable, and it is a bounded set since it is bounded by 0 and 1. So this satisfies all the conditions given in the question. So closure of X is whole 0, 1, which is uncountable. So option 4 is false. Okay. Let us now come to the next question. Okay. So next question here is about supremum and infimum of this set E, which is a subset of R square, and here the ordering is given as the dictionary ordering. What do we mean by dictionary ordering? Suppose we have two ordered pairs on R square. We first need to check this first position. If this first position is like this, A is less than C, then we will say that AB lesser or equals to CD. But if A is less than C, then we need to check this second position. So if A is equals to C, then we need to check this second position. So if B is lesser or equals to D, then we will say that AB lesser or equals to CD. Okay. So here E is given like this. E equals to 1 by n, comma 1 minus 1 by n, such that n is varying in natural number. So in the first option it is given that infimum of E exists, supremum of E exists. In the fourth option both does not exist. So we need to check whether infimum or supremum exists and whether it is infimum equals to 0 1 or supremum equals to 1 0. Okay. So let AB be infimum of E and CD be supremum of E. So what can we say then? If AB is infimum of E, then AB must be a lower bound. What is the condition of lower bound? AB lesser or equals to 1 by n, comma 1 minus 1 by n. And since supremum of E is CD, then CD is also an upper bound. So this condition must also hold, and this holds for all n belongs to natural number. Okay, so let us first check this one. So by dictionary ordering, what can we have? Either A equals to C, B lesser or equals to D, or A less than C. So let us first check this second condition. If A equals to 1 by n, then we need to check whether B less than 1 minus 1 by n. And this holds for all n belongs to natural number. But A is a fixed number. This can't be equals to 1 by n. This varies. Its value will be 1, 2, 1 half, 1/3, etc. So A can't be a fixed natural number. So this case can't be true. So it must be A less than 1 by n. So this must be the right case. So A less than 1 by n for all n belongs to n. So for all n belongs to n, 1 by n is greater than which real number? That is A equals to 0. So 0, comma 1 minus 1 by n. This is a supremum of, this is a lower bound of 1 minus 1 by n, comma 1 minus 1 by n. This is a lower bound. So what is infimum of a set? Infimum of a set is the greatest lower bound. So we need to find the greatest among these. So suppose now we are trying to find the maximum of 0, 1 minus 1 by n. Since 0 will be in every, this will be like 0b. Since 0 will be in the first position for every element. So 0b. Since these two are equal, so it must hold that 1 minus 1 by n is lesser or equals to b. Okay. So when will be when this value will be maximum? This value will be maximum for n equals to 1. So from here we can say that supremum of E equals to 0, 1. So this holds for n equals to 0, because we are trying to find 1 minus 1 by n. What will be its maximum value? So its maximum value will be b when b equals to 1. So b equals to 1 means n equals to 0. So supremum of E will be 0, 1. Sorry, infimum of E will be 0, 1. Let us now consider this case here, this one. So what should we have? For all n belongs to natural number, either C equals to 1 by n and B and D is greater or equals to 1 minus 1 by n. But these can't hold because n is varying from natural number, so it will have different values. But C is a fixed number. So what should we have? We should have 1 by n is lesser or equals to C for all n belongs to the natural number. This implies, so when this value will be maximum, this value will be maximum when C equals to 1. So what we have here is n minus 1 by n is lesser or equals to 1 comma 1 minus 1 by n. Okay. So here this is the set of upper bounds. So what is supremum? Supremum of E is the least of this upper bound. Since supremum is the least upper bound, so we need to find the minimum of 1 comma 1 minus 1 by n. This will have the form 1 comma a. Since here 1 will be in the every element, so we need to check whether this is minimum or not. So 1 minus 1 by n should be, this is the minimum, so a should be lesser or equals to 1 minus 1 by n. So when this value will be minimum? When n equals to 1, that is here a equals to 0. So supremum of this set E will be a0. So sorry, here it should be D. So D should be 0. It is of the form 1, 0. Okay. So we have done all the questions from the chapter Poinsett topology. From the year 2019 December session CSIR-NET. So thanks for watching this video and subscribe to the YouTube channel Math in Red. Thank you.